So let's talk about the really intensifying action thriller Conair, which is celebrating its 25th anniversary this month. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Joel, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1997 action thriller flick Conair, released by Touchstone along with Jerry Bruckheimer Productions, directed by Simon West in his directorial debut, starring Nicolas Cage along with John Cusack, John Malkovich, and a host of others, written by Scott Rosenberg and produced by Bruckheimer. The film centers on a prison break aboard a Justice prisoner and alien transportation system aircraft, nicknamed Conair. Now, the film did get, though the film may have gotten mixed reviews, it still became a big success. So let's begin our story. Honorably discharged Army Ranger Sergeant and combat veteran Cameron Poe returns home to his pregnant wife Tricia. However, he is given a 10-year prison sentence for accidentally killing one of 3 intoxicated men who attempted to assault Tricia. 8 years later, Poe is paroled and boards a flight to Alabama on a Fairchild C-123 provider known as the Jailbird, a converted JPATS prison transport plane. Accompanying him is his diabetic cellmate, Mike Odell, aka Baby O. Most of the inmates boarding the flight are being transferred to a supermax prison. Mass murderer William Bedford, aka Billy Bedlam, serial rapist Johnny Baca, aka Johnny 23, Black Gorilla member Nathan Jones, aka Diamond Dog, and professional criminal Cyrus Grissom, aka The Virus. Cyrus the Virus, that is, not to be confused with the rapper. The flight is overseen by U.S. Marshal Vince Larkin, who is approached by DEA agents Duncan Malloy and Willie Sims. The latter plans to go undercover to get information from drug kingpin Francisco Cindino, who is being picked up en route. After taking off, inmate Joe Parker, aka Pinball, sets another prisoner on fire using smuggled kerosene as a distraction, allowing Grissom and Diamond Dog to take over the plane. And thus, we hear Grissom say, "Gentlemen, welcome to Conair." Well, they plan to land at Carson Airport as scheduled, pick up and transfer other prisoners. And then they fly to a non-extradition country. Sims tries to retake control, but Grissom kills him and takes his gun. Poe and Grissom also foil Johnny 23's rape attempts on the plane's female guard, Sally Bishop. The plane arrives at Carson City and the inmate exchange commences. The ground crew, unaware that hijackers are disguised as guards, and the real guards, forcibly disguised as inmates, gagged to prevent them from revealing the scheme. Amongst the new passengers are Cindino, pilot Earl Williams, aka Swamp Thing, and serial killer Garland Green. The authorities discover the hijacking upon finding evidence in Grissom's old cell and a tape recorder planted by Poe on one of the disguised guards, but are unable to stop the plane from taking off. Meanwhile, Pinball disposes of the plane's transponder but dies trying to reboard during takeoff. The inmates plan to land at Lerner Airfield, an abandoned desert airstrip, and transfer onto another plane owned by Cindino and his cartel. Poe finds Pinball's corpse trapped in the landing gear, writing a message to Larkin on the body before throwing it out. Larkin learns of the news and heads to Lerner after contacting the National Guard. Bedford, raiding the cargo, discovers Poe's identity when reading his parole letter and finds the toy bunny Poe intends to give to his daughter Casey, forcing Poe to kill him. The jailbird is grounded at Lerner with no sign of the transfer aircraft. Poe warns the others of Sandino's past acts of deceit and betrayal, and thus Grissom orders the others to fuel up the plane and get ready for takeoff. Poe leaves to find Baby-O a syringe to give him insulin, meeting Larkin and informing him of the situation. They discover Sandino is planning to escape on a hidden private jet, which Larkin sabotages. Grissom executes Sandino by igniting the plane's fuel. Meanwhile, Green encounters a little girl but resists the urge to kill her. Now for the final act. You know the procedure like always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid the ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, please continue on after the 5 seconds. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. As the air inmates prepare the plane, Johnny 23 spots a National Guard convoy approaching and gives the alarm. The inmates find a cache of fully loaded shotguns and rifles in the cargo hold and prepare an ambush. As the National Guard arrives, the inmates launch an assault, resulting in a number of casualties, but Larkin defends the surviving troops using a bulldozer as a makeshift shield, while the surviving inmates flee back onto the jailbird and take flight. Poe's identity is revealed when Bedford's body is found. Grissom is about to execute him and Baby-O when Larkin and Malloy arrive and attack helicopters, damaging the jailbird's fuel tank. Though Larkin orders the plane to land at McCarran International Airport, Swamp Thing is forced to land it on the Las Vegas Strip, causing mass destruction and killing Johnny 23. Grissom, Diamond Dog, and Swamp Thing escape on a fire truck pursued by Poe and Larkin on police motorcycles. The chase leads to the deaths of all 3 escapees. Poe and Larkin form a friendship before the former meets his daughter for the first time and gives her the bunny. As the surviving inmates are apprehended, the only one unaccounted is Garland Green, who gambles in a casino. End of story. So what did I think of Conair? Now, although I've only seen it a few times, I will say this film is exceptionally really cool and what have you. I really did enjoy it for what it had to offer. Now, while the film may have gotten mixed reviews and what have you, the cast, the score, and action sequences were praised. Yes, I actually liked that about it. But anyway, it does have a lot of good action, what have you, and is a real thrill ride. Definitely. Anywho, the film became such a big success and it went on to make $224 million worldwide. It got nominated for a couple of Oscars for Best Sound and Best Original Song for the Diane Warren penned How Do I Live, done by Trisha Yearwood. Now, although Leanne Rimes had her version out about the same time, but I come in terms to learn that Trisha's version is a much better version. Know what I'm saying, folks? But hey, we're all entitled to our own opinions. Thank you. So anyway, yeah. Now, although the song was not featured on the actual soundtrack, the song still, however, was a big success. It became How I Live became a top 5 hit on the country chart. Anyway, yeah, I think it was so cool. Now, our cast included Nicolas Cage, who had recently appeared in The Rock the previous year, which I failed to put on the schedule, but I'll review that, I promise. which I was more recently produced by Bruckheimer. He'd also do some other films with Bruckheimer, including Gone in 60 Seconds and let's see, and I believe he also did the National Treasure films as well. I know Cage was in them, but I believe Bruckheimer was involved in those, in producing those, and also and The Sorcerer's Apprentice as well. Yeah, his performance was really good. John Cusack played Vince Larkin. He was really good. John Malkovich as Cyrus the Virus Grissom. I gotta give him credit. He was awesome. Steve Buscemi played Garland Green. Very good. Ving Rhames, who the previous year appeared in Mission Impossible, and he's still starring in that franchise to this day, as Nathan Jones, aka Diamond Dog. Carl Meany played Agent Malloy. McKelty Williamson, who I will always know him best as Bubba from Forrest Gump, as Mike Baby Odell. See, Rachel Takayam plays Sally Bishop. Monica Parter plays Trisha. Dave Chappelle plays Pinball. MC Gainey played Swamp Thing. And Danny Trejo as Johnny 23. Really something. This was really good. This has a ton of good. This has a load of good cast members. Anyway, the story isn't too bad. I mean, it's fine, what have you. The score by Mark Mancina and Trevor Rabin was really good too. But with all that said, with a good score, a great cast, some great action sequences, and what have you. In the end, would I recommend Conair? I would say, hell yeah. I think this is a flick you gotta give a watch. I think you'll enjoy it and what have you. Conair is really action packed. I mean, but the hell yeah would go for if you are an absolute big Nicolas Cage fan. Now I know he had another film that's actually celebrating 25 years, I believe, this month, and that would be Face Off, but I haven't seen it sometimes, so I didn't put down the schedule since I hadn't seen that for some times. But you'll get a review of that, maybe a late review of that later on down the road, I promise. But anyway, yeah. But I'd say maybe But the true answer, my recommendation is actually really a draw. I'd say hell yeah and sure go ahead. If you're into flicks like this, and this is be right up your alley. All right, that about covers it. So what are your thoughts on Conair? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the recent hit film that's from the director of The Rock, and that would be Michael Bay himself, and that film is Ambulance. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other film reviews I've done. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of a film that Bruckheimer did with his produced and part of the late Don Simpson in the form of Bad Boys from 1995. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see the spoiler-free review I did for the long-awaited sequel, which Bruckheimer was involved in producing, Top Gun Maverick, which has already done so well at the box office. Or if you would like an even more kicking action thriller, then you gotta go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of Die Hard with Bruce Willis. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.